Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about how the Prophet ﷺ was such an amazing husband. And I'm going to be talking about two main things. Number one is that the Prophet Muhammad was a pretty loving guy to his wife. He was an emotional man and there was no shame in that. He definitely did not have that alpha male entitled attitude that we sometimes see nowadays. He was just pretty humble and kind. And he really loved his wife Aisha, which was really sweet. He wasn't afraid to show her affection or state in front of his male friends that she was the most important person to him in the world. A man once asked the Prophet, "Who is the person most loved by you and closest to your heart?" And the Prophet immediately and confidently responded, Aisha. Whenever his wife was mentioned, he showed her a lot of love and respect. He didn't have a bad attitude like some men have nowadays. He didn't crack a joke about marriage being a burden on him. He didn't joke that he was no longer a free single man. He just really valued her presence in his life, and he acknowledged that confidently. Then that man was not so satisfied with the answer because back then it was a little weird to them. It wasn't common that a man would say that about his wife publicly. So he asked again, "No, I mean from only among the men, Ya Rasulullah," kind of dismissing the answer of Aisha. So then the Prophet said, "Her father." He could have said Abu Bakr, but he still referred to Abu Bakr in reference to Aisha, making it quite clear that the answer was still positioned around her. And the second thing I'm going to be talking about today is household chores. I know some men are going to freak out about this, but the Prophet did his share of household chores. I promise you, he really did. He did not sit on the couch all day and watch his wife work. Some men have like a million excuses to come up with for not doing anything around the house. But the Prophet did not think that housework was just a woman's job. And he was a pretty busy man. It's not like we're talking about somebody who had extra free time on his hands. This man was a statesman, he was a leader, he went to war, he was in charge of everything that happened in the Muslim community, and yet he didn't tell his wife that he had more important things to do. So I'm pretty sure with your 9 to 5, a private business, or an executive level position, a husband will still have some time to serve his family if he chooses to. And especially a Muslim husband should make the time. Because the idea of worship in Islam is not just about how much you pray or fast. It's about how good you are to your family. And it's about how pleasant your presence is to those around you. I think it's unfortunate that when some Muslim men divert away from the Sunnah, when they're not loving or emotional with their wives and they don't do their share of house chores, the Muslim husband gets a really bad reputation and y'all are giving Islam a real bad name. What ends up happening is that people come to idolize Hollywood movies and actors and how they're so decent with their wives, even though movies aren't real. And actors are branded to come out looking in a specific way to the public. But the Sunnah is real, and you have a responsibility to revive that Sunnah. If your religion promotes being such an amazing husband, do not let that Sunnah die down. It's through small, considerate daily things like that that Islam should be well known for. So by practicing this important Sunnah, by being the absolute best husband that you can be, you're not just doing this for yourself or for your own marriage, you're doing this for Islam. This is how a Muslim husband should be recognized. This should be part of your ownership as Muslim men, to be great husbands. More than anything, I really hope this inspires Muslim men to go and make their wives happy women, because this is what your Prophet was trying to teach you. And the last thing I want to share with you is the last piece of advice that the Prophet ﷺ gave to people before he passed away. And that was, be good to women. That kind of sums it all up, so I'll be seeing y'all next time.